So what does carnivore pasta hold up like when you compare it to store-bought or handmade pasta? Today, I'm gonna do something that I've never done before, and I hope you guys stick around because the results are probably gonna be pretty surprising. This is a blind taste test from someone who does not eat a keto or carnivore diet, someone who is not familiar with this recipe of mine, or really any of my recipes for that matter, because they don't eat a keto or carnivore diet. I'm gonna give them some of my carnivore pasta noodles back to back with some of the store-bought and some handmade Italian grandma style pasta noodles, and we're gonna see what they think. Let me bring in a friend of mine. This is Elena. We're gonna do a blind taste test. All right, guys, we are going to do the pasta blind taste test video all of you have been asking for. This is my lovely friend and guitar student, Elena. She is a lovely human being. She is one of our best friends, and she is completely unaware of what is going on here. You guys will know what's going on, but she is not aware. All I'm going to tell her is that, Elena, there are 4 pastas in front of you.
Oh my gosh.
They all have a homemade pesto, which if you guys would like to see how I make my pesto, put that in the comments down below. Drop pesto in the comments, and I'll show you how I do it, because pesto is actually very keto friendly when you do it the right way. So there are 4 different kinds of pasta. They are all the exact same as far as the sauce. All I want you to do is taste them one at a time and just tell us what you think of each one.
Wait, I get to eat all this?
You get to eat all 4 of these.
Yeah.
You're gonna taste each one at a time, and I just want you to describe it to the
Okay.
best of your abilities. Tell us what you think. If you love it, say so. If you don't love it, say so. And then just kind of describe it for people as best you can.
Cool beans. Okay, I'm so pumped. So here's number 1. It looks beautiful. Ooh. So first, the pesto sauce tastes so fresh and so delicious. And like there was like even like a little kick at the end that was really nice.
Fresh garlic, yep.
Those noodles, I really like those noodles. They were like very springy. I really like the texture. I get to eat more. That's still delicious. Again, the sauce is phenomenal. Tastes fresh. That is delicious. Those noodles also tasted super fresh, like restaurant quality. I used to work at a pasta restaurant, and that tasted like the pasta we would make. But I know there's a twist here because this is Chris Cooking Nashville. So, okay. Bite number 3. Again, sauce is great. This might be my favorite pesto sauce I've ever had. That is so stinking good.
I'll have to teach you how to make it.
Yes, please do,
Yes.
because I'm a store-bought pesto girl.
I hear you.
Those were really, really good as well. Those noodles too. There's a difference between this noodle and these 2 noodles.
Okay.
I don't know how else to describe it. I just taste the difference. It's still delicious with the sauce.
Okay.
I think I might like these noodles. I don't know. I like these noodles a little better.
Okay.
I don't know how better way to describe it.
Okay.
I'm excited about this. Okay, here we go. Ooh. I love all these noodles. I really like this one.
Okay.
I really, really like that one. I love the chew. I love the bounciness of it. I think it was like perfect complementary with like all the flavors going on with the pesto sauce. Golly, that was delicious. And everything just tasted so fresh, which is such a nice change.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So you liked all of them, first of all.
Oh, 100%.
You would eat all 4 of them without hesitation.
Absolutely. The sauce scented.
Does anything stick out about any of them, like any specific one? Is there something that specifically stands out to you?
This one, I think like it was more, I would say this one probably tasted the freshest. I love the texture with it. Like it was a good chew.
Yep.
I'm a very texture can freak me out.
Right.
Or like make a dish for me. And
Right.
I really like the texture of that one.
Okay.
It just tasted really fresh, which I'm all about.
Yeah.
I'm all about fresh food.
Okay.
So
you would say this one was your favorite. Okay. Was there any of them in particular that you were just like, yeah, I'd rather not have that one again, or would you just eat all of them?
I mean, I would just eat all of them, but probably who would come in 4th place would probably be this one.
And then for the other 2, is there one that you liked better than the other? Or are they kind of the same for you, or?
They were pretty similar, probably number 1.
Okay.
But I will say that might just be like, I was so excited to eat because it was
Sure,
so
sure.
delicious. I'm like, get in my belly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Cool. So this is your favorite.
Yes.
This was your least favorite, even though it was still good.
Oh yeah.
And then these were kind of neck and neck for you.
100%.
Okay, let me reveal to you guys what Elena's tasting. So here is the test. the blind taste test that we just went through. 3 of these are varying forms of pasta noodle, like wheat-based pasta. One of them is my carnivore pasta noodle that has no wheat, no gluten, no grain of any kind, is made purely from carnivore ingredients.
That's trippy.
Do you want to guess which one was which?
I bet it was this one. I just bet it is.
Okay.
With taste, and it was very delicious.
Okay.
Yes.
So Elena said this one was her favorite. This one was her least favorite. And these two were basically a tie. So let me show you guys what Elena's been eating. So let's start right here with number 1. This is a organic whole wheat boxed spaghetti like you would find at any store. This is the nicer quality, higher end boxed pasta that you would go and spend several dollars for.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Your least favorite right here, that is the cheap boxed pasta that's like 99 cents for a 1 pound box. So really good palate.
I was about to say, do I have a refined taste?
Yes, you do. Really good palate to pick out the cheapest of the pastas.
Oh my gosh.
As the one that you're like, yeah, that's my least favorite.
Man, the more you know.
Well, favorite pasta is handmade, fresh made pasta like you would get in any kind of nice Italian restaurant. I made this by hand myself today, which is exactly why you were like, this tastes the freshest, because I keep a little flour around. Don't anybody freak out, but I do keep a little flour around for when I cook for other people. And it is flour, olive oil, eggs, salt. That's it. It is a handmade pasta the way an Italian grandmother would do it. I even used a rolling pin. I didn't even bother getting out my pasta machine because I didn't want to have to clean it. That is handmade spaghetti. This one, which you said was neck and neck for you flavor-wise and texture-wise with the expensive boxed pasta, is my carnivore spaghetti noodle.
No way! Oh my gosh!
Did you have any idea that that was not made out of pasta?
Nope.
Do you know what it's made out of just by tasting it at all?
Nope.
Does it have any flavor to it or anything weird about it?
I don't think so. Nope.
Okay. Do you want to try one with absolutely no sauce on it?
Absolutely.
Just go for it.
Mm.
Yeah, there you go.
It works. That tastes like a regular pasta noodle. That tastes like a homemade pasta noodle.
What I thought was really funny is when you were going through and you tasted this one, you were like, this tastes a lot like the pasta we used to make in the restaurant. You worked in a pasta making restaurant where you actually made it from scratch. This carnivore pasta noodle is made out of chicken breast and eggs and beef gelatin and egg white powder.
What?
And is stretchy and glutinous-like.
Whoa!
Just like any regular pasta noodle would be.
That is crazy.
So there you guys go. The homemade pasta with actual wheat was number 1. The cheap boxed pasta, number 4. Tied for second place was the expensive boxed pasta and the Chris Cooking Nashville carnivore pasta noodles, and she didn't know what they were. This also has basically 0 carbs, with the exception of a little bit of trace that's in the cream cheese, which is almost none. Massively high on protein, way more filling, and you need a lot less of this than you do of any of these other wheat-based pastas to feel full, because it's extremely satiating. So it's fantastic. So there you guys go. That is a blind taste test from someone who does not eat a carnivore or a keto diet, who eats a standard American diet, who just came over here to try some food and tried some Chris Cooking Nashville carnivore noodles totally blind and placed it above that cheap box pasta that I imagine most people are probably eating on any given weeknight for their family. Now, this does take a little bit more work, but I can tell you all, I just made a batch of these, and I just made a small portion of the handmade spaghetti noodles like any Italian grandmother would. This was easier than this. This took me less time than this, and I actually made a lot less of this because I just made a small portion because we're not going to use a whole bunch of this tonight. The handmade pasta was significantly more effort. So if this seems really difficult, I understand that it doesn't come in a box and you can't just boil it like you can these other pastas, but it's actually significantly easier than if you were having to make pasta by hand anyway. Or at the very least, it's gonna take you about the same amount of time and it's gonna be less effort because that happens in a food processor, and this I had to do by hand. That is really not that much work, and it is so much better for you guys. And apparently it holds up on taste, even for somebody who doesn't eat keto and carnivore.
I mean, it makes me feel better. I know I eat a standard diet, but I try to be diligent when I'm looking at my ingredients of food that I'm buying. And I mean, nutritional value and just simple ingredients, I mean, that wins hands over.
Absolutely. Well, here you guys go. There's the blind taste test that everybody requested, and Ash got a break from being on camera for the taste test tonight. Thank you so much, Elena.
Thank you.
For dropping in and doing a taste test with us. We're going to have some chicken pesto for dinner now, made with not real pasta, but made with the chicken-based carnivore pasta because she likes it enough to eat it for dinner. So we're going to have that for dinner. And by the way, Elena is also a very talented musician as well as a songwriter and a certified music therapist. She has a YouTube channel. I'm going to link her channel in the comments down below in the description box. Please go over and find Elena. Give her a subscribe, follow her, thumbs up on her videos, comment on her stuff, tell her I sent you over there because she's just a bright human being who could use a little more support on the YouTube side of things so that she can get the beauty of music therapy out to more people around the world. So,
thank you, friend. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much for being in the video. Guys, this is Chris Cooking Nashville and Elena. You guys eat your meat, especially when it looks like a pasta noodle that's better than store-bought. Love your life. We're going to see you here in the kitchen for maybe more taste tests and a whole bunch more recipes.
Also, preface, I'm a super messy eater, so if this gets gross, I'm so sorry.
Listen, there is no ladylike expectation of this channel.
Okay,
Ash eats the way she likes to eat. We want you to do the same because in Chris Cooking Nashville's kitchen, we don't eat like ladies.
Amen.
Okay.
That's right.